Good day, friends, and welcome once again to Voice of the Colonies. I am Mercy Otis Warren, bringing you the news as October fades toward November 1775. A week may pass between our dispatches, but the pace of this revolution leaves no room for rest. When we last spoke, General Montgomery's men were still mired in the mud before Fort St. John's, but now, at long last, victory is theirs. After 6 punishing weeks of rain and hunger, the British garrison has surrendered. On October 31st, Major Charles Preston and more than 500 regulars and Canadian militia laid down their arms. The fort's cannon, powder, and provisions are now ours. Precious treasures for an army that is too long done without. One jubilant officer wrote, "Canada's gate now swings open. The road to Montreal lies ahead, though winter already bars the way with snow." Now, far behind him, Benedict Arnold continues his harrowing march through Maine's wilderness. You may recall his departure with bright hopes and clean uniforms. Well, today, those uniforms hang in tatters. Rotten boats, flooded rivers, and spoiled rations have driven men to eat dogs, roots, even boiled shoe leather. A third have turned back, but Arnold presses on with 600 gaunt survivors, half frozen, wholly determined. Some call it bravery, others call it folly, and perhaps it is an equal measure of both. The smoke of Falmouth still drifts through every sermon and tavern. That October 18th bombardment by the British shocked the colonies, but its memory is now stealing the resolve of many. Ministers thunder of barbarity and tyranny. Town meetings from New Hampshire to the Carolinas vow that such cruelty shall not go unanswered. If the king meant to frighten his subjects into obedience, he has instead forged them into patriots. In Philadelphia, Congress answers the challenge with industry and ink. On October 30th, it appointed a naval committee with names you know well: Silas Deane, John Adams, Stephen Hopkins, Richard Henry Lee, and John Langdon. Their charge is to draft rules, commission captains, and ready ships. And the spirit spreads. Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island each arm vessels of their own. The colonies may be divided by rivers, but they are united by the sea. Still, Washington's worries deepen. Enlistments expire at the end of the year, and powder stores are running thin. He warns Congress that without new men and supplies, the army may melt away like snow before spring. So, more battalions are ordered from Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia. Riflemen to keep the cause alive. Votes, however, are easier cast than winter survived. We'll be back after this.
How do you solve a problem like the British? You don't sing at 'em, you melt pewter and fire it right back. Introducing Liberty and Lead, your local Patriot-approved armament crafters. We turn your forgotten flatware into freedom-fighting firepower. Spoons to shot, mugs to musket balls, even Grandma's old curtain rods, cannon ready. Don't just set the table, defend it. Liberty and Lead, turning teaspoons into treason.
Welcome back. Congress is getting more into the market of secrets. On November 2nd, it formed the Committee of Secret Correspondence, and among them, Silas Deane and Benjamin Franklin, to seek help abroad. What began as a family quarrel may soon reach across the ocean. The colonies now whisper toward Europe for sympathy, perhaps even alliance. Across that same ocean, the British Parliament quarrels in turn. Some cry the rebellion must be crushed. Others murmur that another war may ruin the empire. Meanwhile, royal governors are growing desperate. In the Carolinas, Georgia, and New Jersey, they report their authority stripped away by patriot committees. Loyalist militias stir in the backcountry, but the king's writ grows thin. The people, it seems, have grown accustomed to ruling themselves. Intelligence from the frontier is bringing new unease. British agents are courting the Iroquois and northern tribes, urging them to harry our settlements. Congress debates sending its own envoys to keep peace, yet if persuasion fails, we may soon face not only redcoats, but warriors in war paint. And through all these labors creeps a silent threat: smallpox. Letters from Canada speak of infection spreading among the troops. One officer warns the pox may yet prove more fatal than the enemy. Courage cannot cure contagion. and it may yet claim more than any cannon. So here we stand, close of October, Montgomery victorious in Canada, Arnold starving in the wilderness, Falmouth's ashes uniting the colonies, Congress fitting ships and whispering abroad, Washington counting men in powder, governors trembling, London divided, natives courted, and sickness waiting unseen. It just shows you this revolution is no single battle or single proclamation. It's more like a living thing, fierce and uncertain. Stay with me, my friends. Each week, we'll write a new page in our history, and I will tell you all of it. If you wish to hear more of the triumphs, and, well, you know we're going to have some downtimes too, well, be sure to subscribe below. And return again, for Freedom's story will be told in the weeks, months, and years to come.